यो मेसेन्जर फोल्डर छ जसमा मोबाइलदेखि कम भएको थियो नि कसरी इन्ट्रो दिने हो व्हाट्सएप
दिदा नि हुन्छ केही छैन साँच्चै लास्टै गाह्रो बनायो Instagramले. So I'm collecting people from Instagram. I'm asking people to join Instagram. So I'm just asking people to come over. We are still live on Barista's Coffee School, This is what Instagram account is live, so where I'm just showing your face right now. So I hope people will see this one and they can ask questions as well. So we can do this. So I'm just asking people to come over. Garo banayo UAE ma. Alright, so people so apparently we cannot do the live live chat, multiple live chat normally they say UAE ma say. So this is one of the issues going on. So the best option that we have as of now is talk to Kevin on our this is a personal video chat and I'm talking to him personal video chat ma, but I'm recording on on Instagram. So if you guys have any cross questions you can definitely ask Kevin and let me know यदि तपाईले मजाले सुनिराख्नु भएको छ भने Kevin को स्वर. So त्यही हो अरु के पनि छैन. Alright, so Kevin, how are you, brother? Oh, sir, can you listen to me? Sununza?
Yeah. Hello?
Oh, sir.
By the way, कसरी चाहिँ गरेको अहिले यो इन्स्टाग्राममा आफूले गर्ने हो कि कसरी हो मैले बुझिनँ
ए मैले चाहिँ खास गरी इन्स्टाग्राममा लाइभ आए हैन अनि ल्यापटपमा चाहिँ मैले भिडियो कल गरेको तपाईलाई अनि इन्स्टाग्राममा लाइभ आएर I'm just showing your screen त्यही मात्रै हो.
Okay, cool.
So it's because it's not allowed UAE ma allowed छैन. So this is the only option that I can see as of now, so we can talk किनकि it has to go live so other people can cross questions around the so that's the only option.
What you can do is you go on the live from there and I can see from another cell phone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it will be perfect.
Are you live, Sunny? Barista.
Alright, I got it.
Yeah. See?
I know.
Voice repeat ba asta sa agi? Can you see it? Can you see yourself?
Yeah. Okay, then let's start.
All right, so welcome one more time, bhai. By the way, I just wanted to inform you, okay, I wanted to start sessions where Nepali community, Nepali barista सबैलाई कलेक्ट गर्ने भन्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ and trying to know their stories or के गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ and how they became a barista and talking about a lot of stuff about the current situations and everything. So yes, Kevin, talk about yourself, brother. What companies you're involved in सब चीजको बारेमा.
Actually, to talk about myself, barista career 4 years total, So before I was to work, I did an intern from the Himalayan Java itself, from the Popper itself. So I need to switch my 2 years Atibasi coffee ma काम गरेँ त्यसपछि आएर कोफ क्याफेमा काम गरेँ जहाँ चाहिँ मैले मोर अपर्च्युनिटीहरू सिक्न पाएँ है अपर्च्युनिटीहरू पाएँ मैले लाइक coffee knowledge, regular everything. So yeah, it's still going good, and I still need to learn a lot, lots of people. Um, about Nepalese Barista community UAE चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ कसरी फर्म अप गर्यो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ सुरुमा चाहिँ अब वार्निङ पनि हो होइन हामी त लाइक लाते आर्ट भन्ने बित्तिकै एकदम के भन्छ लाइक हुन्छ नि एउटा प्यासनेट ओभर प्यासनेट थियो क्या त्यो टाइममा अनि आई थिङ्क इट्स अबाउट द लास्ट इयर एन्ड लाइक देयर वाज अ कम्पिटिसन इन क्याफे राइडर थ्रो डाउन सो आई लकीली मेड द वान निकनेम फ्रम देयर इट्सेल्फ एन्ड लाइक पहिला चाहिँ मैले पहिल्यैदेखि नै चाहिँ चिनिरहेको थिएँ होइन अनि लाइक के भन्छ मेसेज फेसबुकमा पनि मैले फ्रेन्ड रिक्वेस्ट गरेँ अनि त्यसपछि अनि त्यतिखेर अनि क्याफे राइडर थ्रो डाउनमा चाहिँ लग्जाउँ न त भने सो अनि त्यतिखेर नेपाली भनेको त हामी जम्मा 7 जना मात्रै थियो क्या स्टार्टिङमा अनि अनि त्यसपछि भेट्यो अनि कुराकानी भयो अनि पछि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै अब थ्रो डाउनहरूमा गइराख्ने होइन युएमा हामीलाई त त्यति मलाई भन्दा पनि वाल निपन त अब अगाडि नै थियो होइन उसले भनेपछि अनि वाल निपनले भन्यो मलाई अनि लेट्स प्रमोट द नेप्लिज बरिस्टा कमिटी होइन युएमा नै अब हामी के गर्न सक्छौँ लेट्स डु इट भन्यो उसले चाहिँ अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ हामीले पहिला स्टार्टिङमा चाहिँ हुन्छ नि त भन्यो स्टार्टिङमा हामीले गर्दाखेरि अलमोस्ट लाइक आई थिङ्क इट वाज 10 पिपल अनि हामीले 10 पिपलकोबाट चाहिँ हामीले गर्न सुरु गर्यो अनि सुरुमा गर्दा त हामीलाई अब हुन्छ नि नेपालीहरू खोज्न पनि गाह्रो भयो त्यो टाइममा होइन अनि हाम्रो कम्युनिटीमा ल्याउन पनि गाह्रो भयो अनि इट्स रियली अ बिग इन्डस्ट्री त्यो थिङ्किङ कन्सेप्ट थियो क्या अनि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै हामीले चाहिँ ग्यादरिङ गर्यो होइन त्यो जो नेपाली हुन्छ बरिस्टाको हुन्छ अनि हामी चाहिँ लाइक एभ्रिडे जस्तै पनि भयो एउटा होइन फेसबुकबाट को छ अब इन्स्टाग्रामबाट को छ हामीसँग चाहिँ हामीसँग चाहिँ लाइक वी हेभ अ नेप्लिज बरिस्टा कमिटी यु जोइन अस विथ अस भने होइन अनि उनीहरूले चाहिँ ओके लेट्स डु इट भन्ने सपोर्ट आयो सुरुमा हामीले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ इमिराती कफीमा चाहिँ हामीले दिपक सर चाहिँ रोस्टर होइन उसकै रोस्ट्रीमा गऱ्यो हामी इभेन्ट त्यतिखेर हाम्रो नेपाली बिन्स थियो अनि कपिङहरूदेखि लिएर एभ्रिथिङ गऱ्यो फर्स्टमा हामीले स्टार्टिङ गरेको भनेको त प्रोबेबली आई थिङ्क इट वाज अराउन्ड लाइक 8 or 9 नेप्लिज बरिस्टा टुगेदर होइन हामीले कपिङ गऱ्यो अनि लाइक रोस्ट्रीहरू पनि भिजिट गऱ्यो इट वाज अ काइन्ड अफ एक्सपिरियन्स अनि त्यसपछि त्यहाँदेखि नै हामी अब हुन्छ नि लाइक वी क्यान डु इट होइन 8 जनाले त गर्न सक्यो वाइ डोन्ट वी ब्रिङ नेक्स्ट इभेन्ट वाइ डोन्ट वी डु मोर भने नि अनि त्यसपछि फेरि हामी आएर दुबई मलमा जहाँ चाहिँ वान निपेनको चाहिँ कफी सपमा हामी इभेन्ट अर्गनाइज गर्यो होइन सेकेन्ड इभेन्ट चाहिँ प्रोबेबली आई थिङ्क वी ह्याड लाइक 15 or 16 पिपल एट द सेकेन्ड इभेन्ट होइन अनि त्यसपछि हाम्रो नेप्लिज बरिस्टाको पनि हामी चाहिँ क्लोज च्याट ग्रुप थियो वाट्सएपमा अनि त्यसपछि अनि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै बढ्दै पनि गयो थर्ड इभेन्टमा चाहिँ इट वाज लाइक अलमोस्ट 30 पिपल होइन अनि फोर्थ इभेन्ट हामीले अर्गनाइज गर्दा त 150 प्लस पिपल आइदिनु भयो क्या सबैजना नेप्लिज लेडिज बरिस्टादेखि लिएर सबैजना आइदिनु भयो अनि सिनियर दाइहरू पनि आउनुभयो होइन इट वाज रियली अ गुड मोमेन्ट फर अस कि यहाँसम्म हामीले के गर्न सक्यो लाइक वी डिड इट क्या अहिले फाइनली आएर चाहिँ अहिले नेप्लिज बरिस्टा कम्युनिटी चाहिँ हाम्रो चाहिँ ग्रोथ अप भइरहेछ लाइक वी ह्याड लाइक अलमोस्ट लाइक 200 पिपल्स इन दि नेप्लिज बरिस्टा कम्युनिटी इट्सेल्फ होइन अनि स्टिल पनि ग्रोथ अप हुँदैछ एन्ड इट वाज अ ह्युज सक्सेस इभन लाइक इन युए इट्सेल्फ होइन इट वाज च्यालेन्जिङ मोमेन्ट क्या एट द्याट टाइम बिकज most of these were like Filipinos or Africans. They were really in the front in the barista line, but we were really back. So we tried ourselves, we pushed ourselves, and we did a great job, by the way. Now, one Nepalese fortune word, and it was a good moment for the Nepalese people that we can do it. Motivation So we are doing like, and plus the good thing I knew that I didn't even realize that Nepalese were doing such a good thing in the Nepal itself. मलाई त केही थाहा पनि थिएन क्या अब इन्स्टाग्रामबाट यसो हेरेको अनि त्यसपछि थाहा पाएँ होइन बरिस्टा कफी स्कुल अनि पछि स्कुल अफ कफी बिन्स बरिस्टालाई टन्नै रहेछ क्या स्पेसालिटी किनभने आजभन्दा मैले 4 वर्ष अगाडि जो हिमालय जब म इन्टर्न गरिरहेको थिएँ अरे अब द स्पेसालिटी अनि कफी सप भने कफी खाए सक्यो क्या अनि अहिले आएर इन्स्टाग्राम यसो हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ I can see lots of specialty coffee schools they are running out through and it's always nine people sort of motivate when it's really a big thing and hats off ke Nepalese always they are really doing good in Nepal by the way yeah.
Thanks man thanks and you said ki you were using Nepali coffee beans initial stage ma utapati kahako beans haru थियो त्यो सबै
कतातिर चाहिँ
UAE मै were you guys using Nepali coffee beans as well?
Right now चलाइरहेको कफी बिन्स भन्नुको
अनि पहिला पनि चलाइराख्नुहुन्थ्यो नेपाली बिन्सहरू त्यहाँ चलाउनुहुन्छ कम्पनीमा?
No, actually we tried a lot. We tried our best to get the coffee bean sample from the Nepalese, but I don't know है अब मैले राम्रो पाएको बिन्स भनेको 2-3 months ago चाहिँ I think I got from Barista and हामीले रोस्ट गर्यो अनि रोस्ट गरेर आउँदाखेरि हामीले ग्रेडिङ गर्दा पनि कमसेकम 80+ को ग्रेडिङ आइदियो के so we were really proud. I think that the beans was from the long term itself. अनि हामीले चाहिँ अब अझ पनि स्याम्पलहरू मगाइराखेको थियो हैन but unfortunately हामीसँग त्यति स्याम्पल पनि पाएन हामीले like we didn't get at all. So मेरो हातमा आएको भनेको चाहिँ अहिलेसम्ममा जम्मा 3वटा स्याम्पल आयो र 3वटा स्याम्पल रोस्ट गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ लङजुङको बिन्सलाई हामीले रोस्ट गर्दाखेरि वर really good. अनि त्यति नै हो अरु नेपाली बिन्सहरू हामीले त्यति पाएको छैन. I think किन नहुँदाखेरि I don't know like Nepal itself हो कि like I don't know why. I think Nepal beans can do much better and in coming future if we get a good contact with the people. So I don't know why it's happening like this because the beans we are using right now is Brazil, Guatemala, Ethiopia. Yeah, these are the beans we are using. Colombia, but we are not using. And the UAE itself, they are not using the Nepalese beans. I visit a lot of coffee shops, but the only things I found is only these are the coffee origin that I found it. So I think Nepalese beans can do much better if we got a good sample.
Would you like to talk about the company that you're involved in, Oile? Like Oile Kunse company, because I believe you guys are connected with Archers A.
Yeah, Archers.ae actually. Archers is a green beans traders. So I'm just सुरुमा चाहिँ हुफ क्याफे खोलेपछि चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ अब लाइक म चाहिँ सेकेन्ड ब्याच हुफको हैन अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ हामी आर्चर्स एउटा रोस्ट्री खोल्ने किनभने त्योभन्दा अगाडि हाम्रो बफ कफी ल्याब थियो हैन जहाँ चाहिँ आई थिंक इट्स अफ युरोप पार्ट लाइक म जब फर्स्ट टाइम स्टार्ट हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ 2 month हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो बिन्स टु आई थिंक वी युज फर 5 months and then after we didn't use that one and हाम्रो चाहिँ मेरो चाहिँ मेन्टर एक्चुअली केम Barista from the Indonesia and he's really crazy about the coffee itself and he used to do a lot of scientific experiment about those things so and he is actually a good roaster even though and upcoming I think we have the national championship so he's the one who motivated to go me in the Brewers Cup so I'm just planning and actually Archer's beans is really quite soluble to the water itself rather than other coffee beans that I found it's kind of bit soluble and plus it is like developing period is around like 10 to 15% of the developing period so even it's really dedicated to water so there is no problem for the barista to get higher than brewing so I think yeah Archers is really good beans actually it's a green traders
exactly so Ani oil current situations like how much is it affecting there in place and is in current situations I listen by Rasanitya because of COVID the situations how much it is affecting the business
actually yes it has done a lot by the way not only in our roastery and I think most of the roastery it's affecting a lot what we are doing right now is we are even posting on Instagram about if anybody wants a coffee, we do a home delivery service because nobody wants to get far away from coffee. They obviously want to drink the coffee. So if they want it, if they call us, we do a home delivery. So it's kind of bit we are doing not only us, most of they are doing for that one.
Hey, you guys make sure कि तपाईले the roasting पनि गर्नुहुन्छ अघि अनि green beans पनि गर्नुहुन्छ also you guys come up with brewing process as well so obviously कुन चाहिँ डिपार्टमेन्ट मा धेरै असर पाइरहेछ is it the brewing or let's say product selling department मा कि or let's say roasting department मा कि what do you think about it
actually म चाहिँ totally नै roasting field मा छ हैन I'm just a barista हैन roasting मा चाहिँ मैले चाहिँ ट्रेनिङ गरेको भनेको कफी माइन एकाडेमी जुन चाहिँ तपाईको I think it's in the Europe side उनीहरूबाट चाहिँ मैले चाहिँ ट्रेनिङ प्रोफेसनल रोस्टिङ ट्रेनिङ लिएको अनि प्लस फेरि सेन्सरी सो फर अस आई थिङ्क इट्स प्रब्लम इज अन दि लाइक सेल्स लाइन आई थिङ्क आई डोन्ट थिङ्क द्याट मच इट्स इफेक्टिङ बट वी आर डुइङ आवर बेस्ट एन्ड most of us we have the regular customer so I don't think it's much
are the customers being affected customerलाई चाहिँ के प्रब्लम भइरहेछ यो सिचुएसनले गर्दाखेरि अहिलेको सिचुएसन जुन छ हाम्रो
actually we are doing the drive through order and take away service so हाम्रो अफिस सब नै हाम्रो पहिला पनि डाइनिङ भन्दा पनि बेसी टेक अवे अर्डर नै बेसी जान्थ्यो सो आई डोन्ट थिङ्क इट्स गोइङ टु बी एफेक्ट लाइक हाम्रो सेल्सहरू चाहिँ नर्मली नै स्टेबल नै बसिरहेको छ सो आई थिङ्क इट्स ओके इट्स नट एफेक्टिङ मच कफीमा चाहिँ हाम्रो चाहिँ स्टेबल नै छ भनौँ हल्का एफेक्ट भएको छ बट आई थिङ्क कम्पेयर टु यो सिचुएसनमा चाहिँ हामीले जुन एक्सपेक्ट गरेको त्यो हुन्छ नि अलिक लाइक हुन्छ लकडाउन पनि भइरहेछ नि त हाम्रो from 8 देखि बिहानको 6 सम्म चाहिँ बिहान ननिक्लिने मिल्ने सो लकडाउन भइरहेको छ सो त्यही भएर चाहिँ त्यति इफेक्ट चाहिँ भएको छैन लाइक दिनमा चाहिँ हाम्रो मन्थली सेल्सहरू भइरहेको छ सो इट्स ओके लेट्स से हामीले जो थिङ्किङ गरेको थियो
How you guys getting the coffee then? कफीहरू कसरी अहिले आइरहेछ तपाईँहरूकोमा चाहिँ लाइक पहिलाको स्टकहरू छ कि लाइक यो युटिलाइजिङ दी स्टफ कि अनि कि त नयाँ फार्मरसँग लिएर आएर अझ पनि त्यो फ्लो भइरहेछ कि के छ
green beans
exactly green beans
green beans no actually we have a lot of green beans by the way we have a lot of tons of green beans and we have a warehouse to keep it stored I think it's under the AC itself so it's in the cold so I don't think it's affecting a lot so we have a lot of stock so if we
कहाँबाट green beans आउँछ तपाईँको
हाम्रो आउने भने होइन के
Alright, we are back again. Now we are live now. So sorry, as our internet connections le ekdamai problem bhayo. We had very good numbers of people again, and I think everybody thought that I would say live aउँदैन होला, so I don't think. But they will definitely see it पछि गएर चाहिँ. It's already 2:30. Yeah. See, as you can continue with this stuff, like you said that तपाईँको कफी कहाँबाट आउँछ भने भन्दैन थियो तपाईँले चाहिँ
सो हाम्रो कफी आउने भनेको चाहिँ बेसिकली इथियोपियादेखि लिएर इथियोपिया ग्वाटेमाला कोलम्बिया ब्राजिल प्रायः जस्तो तिनीहरू कफी नै आउँछ केन्या भयो अहिले रिसेन्टली आएको भनेको केन्या थियो अनि लास्ट टाइम वी ह्याड बाई लक चान्सले चाहिँ वी ह्याड द पानामा गेस सिरिज अनि जुन चाहिँ स्ट्रिम प्रोसेस कफी बिन्स थियो होइन प्रोसेसिङ चाहिँ अनि वान अफ द बेस्ट कफी फर मी है टिल नाउ पानामा गेसा अब त्यो पनि अब स्ट्रिम प्रोसेसबाट गरेको थियो सो एकदम मुभिङ सलाद पनि भयो त्यो अनि त्यसपछि हामीसँग भनेको कम्पिटिसन सिरिजको बिन्सहरू सिधामा भन्ने चाहिँ जुन चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ युज पनि गरेको थियो त्यो बिन्स लास्ट इयर ब्रुअर्स कपमा नेसनल ब्रुअर्स कपमा वी युज द्याट बिन्स एन्ड वी गट द थर्ड पोजिसन अन द्याट वान आई थिङ्क देयर वाज सम प्रब्लम अन द आई थिङ्क इन I don't know actually I think it was more agitation or something like that but for us it was really
it's good so you're normally involved तपाईँको चाहिँ Barista stationमा मात्रै कि are you involved with processing part as well processing or let's say roasting मा पनि are you involved with that as well
actually no I didn't involve in the processing field because the thing there was a sort of barista at that moment so we had the friends like in my coffee shop we had a friend Asid Limbu is also from Nepal he did the class of processing from the I think Nilton I guess he is from the Guatemala fourth generation farmer he did the processing level but I'm not much familiar about the processing so
So let me talk about the early normally तपाईँले गरिराख्नु भएको especially the because 4 years before you just said that तपाईँले यहीँबाट ट्रेनिङ लिएर जानुभयो and then going back to UAE कति वर्ष भयो तपाईँ त्यहाँ बस्नु भएको
टोटल चाहिँ मेरो 6 years भइसक्यो हैन सुरुमा चाहिँ मैले 2 years salesman गरेको थिएँ and I feel kind of bit bored on doing such things and I feel like why don't I go in some other field, right? So I met one of the guy. His name is Saroj Balami and he's also the national brewers champion on 5th position. So he told me, hey bro, why don't you join in the barista? Why don't you come up, and I was like, whoa, I didn't know. Like I thought the barista is like Lavaza, barista Lavaza. I think something like that. Word of Lavaza, right? I didn't know much about that thing, and I said, what is it, by the way? And he began to explain me about the commercial line and the specialty line, and I thought, wow. But even though when he told me that, I didn't know what does exactly the difference between them. अनि त्यसपछि फेरि म नेपाल आएँ हैन अनि नेपाल 2 years I did complete and then after I came back to Nepal, Himalayan Java in Pokhara, lakeside. I think I was the 31st batch to do intern. अनि त्यसपछि अनि गरेँ अनि फेरि ब्याक टु फेरि युए आएँ म जानु भनेको मेन कारण नै त्यही थियो के बरिस्ता सिक्छु बरिस्ता सिकेर म नेपालमा बसेर चाहिँ I will come back to UAE and I will work as a barista. अनि 2 years काम गरेँ अनि 2 years मा त्यति नलेज पनि पाएन अनि त्यसपछि फेरि I move on हैन अनि अहिले हुफमा आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ by lucky chance I got to meet these 3 people who are really good at the coffee. Frederick Benzo, he's also the head of Archers. Kemal Rishad, he's also the head roaster and he's also the AST of coffee.
Wow.
So yeah, he has done like I think in 4 fields in AST, green beans, roastery, barista and brewers, I guess, and I think in sensory also he did the AST and all of these things. And I feel lucky to work with them, and they're really good, motivated guy, and they are really young engineers that like सुरुमा थिंक गर्थे कि अब आरबी घरको कन्ट्रीमा हैन अलि प्रेसर हुन्छ होला यताउता थिंक गर्थे बट unfortunately हाम्रो बसहरु पनि आगे Africa like they are also a coffee lover people हैन so they used to motivate us, they used to guide us, and so it's really a good thing that I work in Hoof.
You just talk about Brewers Cup को बारेमा. Would you like to explain about it? Brewers Cup को बारेमा, because हाम्रो यहाँ चाहिँ धेरै जस्तो मान्छेले Brewers Cup को बारेमा थाहा छैन. I'm quite sure about it किनकि धेरै जस्तो भनेको हाम्रोमा चाहिँ Barista are mostly involved in the machine को बारेमा, and they normally talk about espresso, they talk about cappuccino latte. So would you like to talk about Brewers Cup or त्यसको opportunities on international market as well?
For me, I like सुरुमा चाहिँ अब लातेरमै थिएँ म पनि अब लाइक त्यसपछि अनि मलाई ब्रुवर्समा ल्याउनुको कारण उनी ब्रुवर्समा ल्याएको नै फ्रेडले हो हैन अनि त्यसपछि अब ब्रुवर्समा सुरुमा यसो हेर्दै हैन त्यसपछि लाग्थ्यो कि त्यसमा जस्ट वी ह्याड लाइक द डोज अफ कफी दैट यु जस्ट pour the water, you see the water, right? And I was really confused about even the ratio. I didn't know about the ratio. I didn't know about they told me when I see it seems like simple just to Sorry for my bad network, guys. About the brewing, I'm brewing then. About the brewing, like the more you go deeper into the brewing fields, I feel like you will get more and more to know about the coffee itself, because it's not about you just pour the milk and just pour in the coffee. It's not about that thing. You need to know about the water, you need to know about the brewing temperature of your water, you need to know about the grind size, you need to know about the berries, and there's lots of parameters you need to play with it. So So for me, I feel like to call me as a brewers, I feel like really proud rather than other field because there are like 5 or 6 fields that you can choose: barista, brewers, or blend beans, roaster, or you can go on the sensory side. For me, I feel like to go more on the brewers, and yeah, there is a lot of opportunity once you go on brewers about if we talk about the opportunity. You will not know only about the pouring the coffee, but you know the taste wise. If you can differentiate between the taste wise itself, of course you can just it will be much easier for you espresso extraction. So B60 is really like brewing the coffee is really delicate. If you miss one things from the one parameter of one your parameter, like if you mess up with the water temperature or the water quality or the grind size or the ratio or the timing itself, your coffee is going to be a ruin. So I play like lots of variables. Before we used to brew the coffee and we used to give to the customer, and we used to how we yeah.
But we should do it actually मजाले बसेर where we can talk about a lot of things. अहिले चाहिँ इन्टरनेटले गर्दाखेरि we are too much connected with the internet अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि अलि प्रब्लम भयो. But would definitely sit down and talk to you actually मजाले भिडियो कलमा गएर चाहिँ, but not on live sessions, and we can cross questions अलिकति धेरै कुराहरू चाहिँ. Would love to do that as well. So you were talking, I was about to ask you something, Kevin. Like you said, Brewers Cup lagi you were there. And Brewers Cup, I was wondering, would you like to talk about the water as well? Pani ko quality ko bare ma?
Actually, for meantime use गरेको छ low sodium को water use गरिरहेको छु हैन. अनि plus 110 TDS and magnesium, I think it's low. Kind of everything is low because हाम्रो जहाँ म काम गरिरहेको छु वहाँ चाहिँ like I think 800 like TDS or 800 TDS is really high. So we are using the RO system to filterize the water and to serve the coffee itself. And imagine like we are drinking the 800 TDS water itself to make a coffee. I think that's really like it's going to be the machine itself will be damaged. And त्यो पुरा एकदमै उ छ के त्यो हाई नै TDS को छ. So अहिले चाहिँ हामीले फर्मिङ टाइमको लागि चाहिँ फर लाइक 2 years भइसक्यो हामीले कफी सपमा चाहिँ आरो सिस्टमबाट चाहिँ वाटर फिल्टराइजेसन गरेर चाहिँ युज गरिरहेछ. र ब्रुइङको लागि चाहिँ हाम्रो अलरेडी नै सेपरेट वाटर छ हैन. हामीले चाहिँ नर्मल वाटर युज गरिरहेको छैन. त्यो चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ अहिले यतातिर एउटा ब्रान्ड छ हाम्रो जुन चाहिँ लो सोडियमको वाटर युज गर्छ आलेन भन्ने हैन. I think that would be much better water. If you are brewing the coffee, you need to check your water, everything, mineral contents and everything itself.
Would you like to talk about the water quality ले कसरी चाहिँ coffee को brewing मा effect पार्छ? Because most of the people किनकि यहाँ चाहिँ हामीहरूले चाहिँ हतपत पानीसँग चाहिँ खेल्दैन. We just know that जारको पानी छ, and there are very least numbers of people who knows about TDS को बारेमा, who knows about PPE को बारेमा. There are very least numbers of people अथवा मान्छेले बुझ्दैन त्यो कुराहरू चाहिँ. Would you like to talk about त्यो water को quality ले कसरी चाहिँ brewing मा effect पार्छ भन्ने कुराहरू चाहिँ simple way मा, as simple as you can.
Simple way मा भन्नुपर्दाखेरि चाहिँ as we know the water has itself lots of minerals, and plus your ground coffee has a chemical component itself. So if you are brewing a coffee, you need to know what water you are using. Suppose, for example, if you are using the water has a sodium itself. So sodium, which means you have a salt itself. So salt, it's really a salt which makes your coffee saltiness, right? So when you bring the coffee, if you have a lot of magnesium on your water itself, magnesium helps you to extract the coffee beans itself. So you need to play with the water. That's what I do normally. So I say price water use गर्ने भनेको नर्मल भन्दा पनि त्यही मिनरल्सहरू हेर्छु हैन, चेकअप गर्छु र TDS कति छ चेकअप गर्छु अनि त्यही अनुसार नै गर्छु. अब नर्मल वाटरमा गर्दा ब्रुइङ गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मैले पाएको भनेको अब इभन कि मैले हाम्रो जुन कफी सपको नर्मल वाटर युज गर्दा पनि त्यसमा पनि प्रायः जस्तो कफी ब्रु गरे सेम रेसियो सेम प्यारामिटर एभ्रिथिङ युज गर्दा पनि सल्टी नै भेटिरहेको हुन्छ कि. सो वाट इज द प्रब्लम विथ द्याट? अनि हामीले चेक गर्दाखेरि हाम्रो वाटरको चाहिँ एउटा मसिनमा चेक गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ it was almost like 400 plus and 500 plus I think water. So it's not really good for you when you especially brew hand brew man brew the coffee. So त्यही भएर चाहिँ मैले चाहिँ मिनरल कन्टेन्ट्सहरू त्यही भएर चाहिँ मेनली चेकअप गर्नु कारण त्यही र प्लस अब हामी डिपर पनि गयो वाटरको अब यसको चाहिँ लाइक कम्पोनेन्ट्सहरू कतिवटा छ भनेर चाहिँ गर्न थाल्यो भने त इट्स गोइङ टु कस्ट यु अ लट अफ मनी त्यो अब त्यो ल्याबमै लगेर गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ होइन सो बेसिकली त्यही हो वाटर ब्रु गर्दाखेरि चेकअप गर्नु भनेको चाहिँ मेन चाहिँ सल्टिनेसहरू हुन्छ लाइक म्याग्नेसियम एक्सट्र्याक्सन बेसी गरिदिन्छ सो यु निड टु डिक्रिज द्याट वान टु एक्सट्र्याक्ट द गुड क्वालिटी अफ कफी गुड कप अफ कफी
See, what's your favorite ratios or favorite coffee brew गर्ने चाहिँ?
Actually, it depends on the coffee beans itself. If you are playing with the safe zone, you can go 1:15 ratio. Small to the safe zone, like 1:15 ratio. Sometimes, coffee beans are old age points, and old age on the chemical components are woody again, so carbon dioxide gas already woody again. So, keep in contact with the air. I didn't know, and so flavor would they go. So when it gets like 1 month and like 15 days or 20 days, I used to go like all get cross or go right. Woodiness and non there's a flavor extraction. That's a mirror pouring many depending on so how are you gonna pour it? So every barista, every person, every barista, every brewers, they have their one way to pour the coffee. So for me, I have like starting my blooming time say 70 go right so 70 ml of water and you're gonna wait for like 30 seconds again then have to pour until 170 ml so 70 80 90 110 so it's like continuously you're gonna pour like 170 so you're gonna wait for like 1 minute and 10 seconds so in the middle you have like extracting the first is your blooming time so that you are releasing the carbon dioxide itself. So second pouring, it's about releasing flavor components. And third, I don't want to pour circular pouring because when I do a circular pouring, there might be chance of getting over extraction of coffee. So what I do is last pour, I used to go for the center pour. So I don't want to extract more because I already agitate a lot and there is a lot of turbulence on the inside going on the coffee and there is second pouring. So at the last part of the coffee, I don't want to extract more coffee. So I just want to play a safe game. So that's how I play. So if you are looking for, my favorite is Kalita rather than the basic. The basic it's okay for me, it's good. And if you want, for me, it's when I do an experiment compared to basic and Kalita, I feel Kalita is more safer when you brew at home or you give a customer because it has a flat surface. And the basics they have the V surface. So there is a cone itself and when you brew the coffee a lot and lot, I believe that you are making a lot of turbulence. Although you are making a lot of turbulence, there is pointed down the coffee ground particles. So they might be getting like not good flavor, unpleasant or the bitter you can find or woody you can find at the down part. Although coffee is good, but the finishing point after taste you find kind of bit woody or the bitter you don't want to get that one. So it also depends on the how you are playing with your parameters stuff. And if you are looking for the Kalita, I would rather choose the flat surface Kalita, and which is plastic, not the ceramic or not the stainless steel. Because even in that also I believe that in comparison with the plastic and the ceramic or stainless steel, I think plastic is the less conductor of heat, right? So in comparison to both of it, so that's why I play with this. And I get a lot of questions regarding this. Why do you use plastic brewing method rather than stainless steel or the
ceramic?
Ceramic, yeah. And even most of the people, they used to say it's not a good way to brew the coffee in the plastic gadgets. And I asked why, and they keep on telling me it's not good. It's also bad for health. And I at that time I want to say the people say most of the people they are drinking the water in the water bottle.
Exactly.
Most of the people they are drinking the Pepsi in the Pepsi bottle. It's a plastic one, right? Till now there is no news regarding saying that you drink the water or you drink the Pepsi and you got a cancer, disease, this and that stuff. So I don't think it's going to be really affected because most of the people, they are drinking the coffee in the plastic and there's no such kind of issue in the health sector even though. That's why I think I like the brewing itself rather than other way.
Now, you mentioned about the blooming process.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell people the different brewing timing and the blooming timing as well? त्यसले गर्दाखेरि कफीको एक्सट्र्याक्सनमा अथवा कफीको हुन्छ नि क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्समा कति मात्रामा इफेक्ट पार्छ एन्ड वाइ ब्लुमिङ इज इम्पोर्टेन्ट बिकज इट वुड बी रियली ग्रेट यदि मान्छेले बुझ्यो कि ब्लुमिङ कतिसम्म इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ बिकज मोस्ट अफ द पिपल कतिपय ठाउँमा भर्खर V60 सिकिरहेको छ अथवा पोर ओभर सिकिराख्दाखेरि चाहिँ दे माइट नट ह्याभ द करेक्ट आइडिया अबाउट द ब्लुमिङ प्रोसेस because most of the people they believe that it just bubbles around and that's what blooming is all about भन्ने कुरा आउँछ. So since you are into brewing sessions, would you like to talk about blooming ko barema and how and your techniques on how you can improve on blooming process र blooming कसरी नै खेलाउन सकिन्छ भन्ने कुराहरु छ. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. Actually, if you understand about the pour over, it's not going to be much harder for you. The main importance is what is your parameter that you're going to use it. So blooming part is one of the most important part while you brew the coffee itself because first thing your coffee has lots of chemical compounds and that means it's in single coffee bean that like hundreds of thousands of chemical compounds itself in the one coffee bean. So if you look closer view of Microsoft, you will find lots of particles in there itself. So blooming part is why it's important in the pour over manual brew is if you don't do a proper blooming time, then your coffee it's not going to be good. Why? Because your flavor components will not come out in your coffee. Because first part is your it's releasing the bubbles, what we call it CO2, carbon dioxide gas is coming out. So when it comes out, that means it's not blocking your coffee beans itself. When it comes out, it will be easy to extract the coffee itself. So normally I go for 70 dose, 17 mils of water.
Mm-hmm.
And my dose for one single, like let's say for 1 cup of coffee, I used to go for around like 17 grams. So 17 dose, and you're gonna pour like 17 mils because I used to pour like before 50 mils of water in first blooming timing. But for me, what I feel like the extraction of coffee is not coming out well. It's okay to try, but you need a good flavor of coffee. So why don't I go like 70? And why don't I go like more releasing the carbon dioxide gases? So it will be easy for the coffee itself to come out the good flavor components at the final cup. So that's what I do, by the way. So blooming time, yeah, for me it's really important for me.
Do you think blooming? Do you think because even कतिपय मान्छेले भन्दा हुन्छ अथवा let's say blooming helps in increasing the brewing timing actually because मान्छेहरूले धेरै असले pour over बनाउँदा अथवा brewing let's say V60 कुनै पनि pour over sessionsहरु गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ 3 मिनेटसम्म हुनुपर्छ अथवा 4 मिनेटसम्म हुनुपर्छ भन्ने कुराहरु गर्छ, right? So that's one of the time methods मान्छेले राखिरहेको हुन्छ. Do you think blooming helps in that as well?
3 minutes blooming timing, you mean to say?
No. Blooming ले चाहिँ तपाईको extraction time चाहिँ let's say if somebody is like 3 minutes सम्म गर्नुपर्छ 3 minutes सम्म pour over सबै extract भइसक्नुपर्छ अनि 4 minutes सम्म अथवा कसैले भन्छ 4 minutes सम्म चाहिँ तपाईको एउटा pour over extract भइसक्नुपर्छ brew भइसक्नुपर्छ भनेर भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ do you think that blooming process it helps त्यो timing चाहिँ complete गर्नलाई? Because blooming गर्दाखेरि we leave it for like few seconds सम्म हामीले छोड्दिरहन्छ नि त के. So do you think it helps in completing the brewing sessions, the whole timing छ नि? Do you think blooming helps in that? I hope I made it clear.
By the way, we did one experiment before. It was by Escaling. So Escaling is generally deeper into coffee, into science. He is a Malaysian, so you can check up in the Instagram itself. He's really a genius guy. And I was really, I just met this guy. Arjus is the one who bought in that class, so it was all about the scientific. Actually, I didn't attend the classes, but I attended some of the meetings with my seniors. So Fred and Kemal, he was there. We did like, I think the blooming was same, and we extended the coffee until 6 minutes. And I was thinking the coffee going to be like messed up, and the flavor, I'm sure it's going to be dry, bitter, because 6 minutes bloom is 6 minute brewing coffee is not, it's not that like, it's totally out of it. And I was thinking it's going to be a real mistake. When I drink the coffee, it was really, really good. So I don't know what process that you use. I think it also depends on the coffee beans itself. So the coffee is really, scientific. So no matter how you play with it, so you need to have your own parameter how you're gonna use it. So if I don't know knowledge about those things, and if I try to brew the 6 minutes coffee, I know it's going to be a messed up. So I will never try that one. I think it depends on the people also, how knowledgeable the people are. So I think, it will not affect that much. But for me, if I need to brew like 4 minutes, I will not brew the coffee, because our coffee beans is really soluble. And then after my total timing is like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Until the last I will go is 2 minutes 40 seconds. The coffee beans, because it is well developed coffee beans, and I think the ferment period is also from 10 to 15%. So it's easily extracted coffee. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So everyone has these different, but it also depends how you will look after your coffee beans. So is it a light roast, or is it a medium roast, or I will not go for the dark roast, is it a medium roast? So it depends on the coffee beans. You need to know. You need to know about the expiration of date, production of date when it was roasted. And according to that, you're gonna play with the grind size, and you're gonna play with the water temperature as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's awesome. Now, I've got a few more questions, and then we are done, brother. You're involved in a project like specialty coffee project, Nepal NPU and Ratabargo mentions earlier project. Would you like to talk about that as well, and your further plannings about these projects? Because there are a lot of people, I see there are a lot of people, like you have grown the group a lot. Initial conversation where you just spoke how 8 people turned into 200 people, that was pretty much awesome. And there are a lot of people inside it, and most of the people are into specialty coffee. अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ कतिपय मान्छेहरू चाहिँ are motivated, and they have initiated the fact कि okay अब specialty coffee सिक्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुराहरू चाहिँ भयो. So a lot of people are looking forward to these things as well. Would you like to talk about these things, like your project को बारेमा?
Actually, there is nothing to do with the specialty coffee project and the people these are really, we have 3 groups, by the way. So first is specialty coffee in Nepal. We started specialty coffee in Nepal. Actually, it's not me personally, it's by the Wild Nippon, and we created the before first, and then after we went to the Nepalese Barista community Middle East. So on that community, nobody is allowed, like if the person is under the Nepalese Barista community, we don't accept from the Nepal itself. So it's only the circular on the UAE itself, because this is mostly created. If there is a job opportunity, or if there is an event organized, we used to post them. So personally, I got a lot of messages from the local itself that they want a coffee, they are running a coffee shop, and I need the staff and this and that. And we are against the brokers. So what most people does is, hey, I will give you the job of barista. You pay me like 2,000 dirham, or you pay me a first salary. Because I was the victim when I was first in UAE. So I paid like 3,000 dirham. That's almost like 90,000 in this currency for that job. So it didn't went well. So we are really against of the brokers. We just help the barista. Like if there is a job, I post in the community, there is a job vacancy, would you like to try it? And the person will like, it has lots of help to the Nepalese barista community itself. So to talk about the specialty coffee project, actually it's not the like grouping. It's like our plan is to like give and more educational coffee programs and plus events we organize. So currently we are having like 4 people: me, Pooja, Asif, and Purna. So Purna is the roaster in the Archers, and Asif is also processing. He has done diploma in the processing itself. Me and Puja, we are just a barista. So we just form up that because we want to give more events, more events, so to push the newcomers in this line. So at least they will know what barista is itself, what is the priority of it. Because here in UAE there is a lot of opportunity. So there is a latte throwdown, there is a B60 throwdown. There is lots of programs, but in comparison to Nepal, we are really lacking of it. So our plan is to push up to the new people so that they will know about the barista itself, what is the real meaning of it. We opened this one in last year December, and I think we did one event that's in the Brusala and the School of Coffee Beans.
Yeah.
And which was hosted by Purna Gaudel. So next session we were going to planning to do Barista Championship, but unfortunately the coronavirus and this and that stuff, we couldn't do it. So we will do it, but I think it will take time, a little bit of it.
So okay, I've seen you guys doing roasting some Nepali coffee beans as well, Nepali greens beans as well, a few months before, I guess. So do you find any difference? Would you like to talk about the quality of the Nepali beans if you have used it?
Yeah, by the way, I tried 3 of the coffee beans, but most of the coffee beans the first coffee beans I liked, out of 3 I liked 1 coffee beans that was from Longzhong. It was kind of bit, I didn't expect it was roasted, and then after we did a coughing after 6 days, after 6 hours. It was not quite unpleasant taste, and then after we didn't feel any good, but later after 2 days we tried again one more, and we feel the flavor was on the soury line, and kind of bit raw meat, it was a unique flavor, by the way. And at last finishing point was it was mix of what I feel like more on the nutty or chocolate, dark chocolate. I think it was really good. The only thing I want to say is if the person is really I don't know what people are thinking these days. UAE has lots of specialty coffee, and the market is really going great. If any producer or the farmers they want to cooperate with us, so they can send us the sample, right? And so that at least we can do copying, and we can do copying, and we can promote our Nepalese beans itself. So only if even we try to contact with some of the producers, they say that it's limited this stock, so they don't have it, and it was really sad for us, because we are also trying to promote the Nepalese beans in UAE. So most of the specialty coffee here, they are using the beans of Brazil or the Ethiopia, Guatemala. And if somebody can give us, it will be really helpful for us even to promote here itself, because the first thing, we are now growing a lot in UAE, and most of the people knows now the Nepalese barista community. So we can one by one we can do it.
Cool. Yeah. That's good. Would you like to talk about something else, Kevin? Keiko barema bhanna chahanuncha? Regarding anything that you want to talk about?
About you, yeah?
No, anything.
No, actually, I was just checking your Instagram, and I really appreciate this guy, Said. I think you know him.
Said. Yeah.
I saw you guys. I think it was in Indonesia, right?
No, that was in China, man.
China.
Wow. That was in China. Puerma Theo. I got Said. He's my friend, but more of a friend. I would call him my guru for specialty coffee, and I went there for my Q grading course. So he helped me a lot actually. There were a lot of things going on, and we had very least numbers of ideas about the Q grading and the courses and the processing, and a lot of things actually. So he helped me through everything. He helped me through how you calibrate, with each other, how you taste the coffee, how do you cup the coffees, what do you need to think of before cupping, how do you write the scores, how do you talk about the descriptors. There are a lot of things we spoke about. So yes, Said has helped me a lot. So I adore that person a lot. He's an AST trainer. He's doing a very good job on training in UAE, I guess. So he does a lot of stuff. So he's a
Yeah.
Q grader as well. He is a AST trainer as well. So he does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, actually, how I know is like, my mentor, he's the Kemal Rishat. So actually, I was planning to do SEO courses, and the thing is, they was really out of contact at the moment. So what I did was, he said me, why don't you try it with this? So I met with this guy. He's really cool. He used to work in Goldbox before when I went with him, and I think he has now owned his institute. So yeah, I was really surprised when I see your face with the you and together with the Said, and yeah, it was really.
Thanks. धेरै चिज सिकाउनु भएको छ उहाँले चाहिँ. So it's still now like I can get hold of him and ask him a lot of questions regarding anything, like if I have to talk about specialty coffee or specialty processing ko barema चाहिँ. So there are a lot of things which we can get information about. So he's one of the person I can look forward to if I have to talk about the coffee industry in UAE, because he knows a lot of stuff and he has got a lot of connections regarding the specialty coffee, and he knows the market very well. Like recently, a bunch of people, numbers of people, I think above 200 hola, he did the cupping sessions, which was pretty awesome. Guinness Book World Record that was awesome. So I get a lot of information about industry and especially specialty coffee, because he has helped me a lot, and he has got a lot of ideas, different unique ideas, unlike the regular thing that we talk about. So he has got different ideas, and you can definitely look forward to that person. So what suggestions would you like to give to the Nepali roasters who Nepalma not on behalf of okay yesto गर्नुपर्छ, but यस्तो भइदिए हुन्थ्यो भन्ने as a brewers, so that you can play with the profiles हरुको बारेमा यस्तो खोज्छम. अनि अहिले पहिला तपाईहरुले नेपाली बिन्सहरु खाएको अथवा तपाईको रोस्टर्सहरुसँग, because there are a lot of Nepali roasters as well जसले चाहिँ बाहिरको बिन्सहरु रोस्टिङ गर्नुहुन्छ तपाईको कम्पनीमा चाहिँ. So यसलाई यो प्रोफाइल छैन, यो प्रोफाइल गर्नलाई यस्तो गर्दा हुन्छ, because just you तपाईले भर्खरै भन्नुभयो जस्तै you got a lot of woodiness, you got a lot of nuttiness. Was that the problem on processing? Was that the problem on the harvesting session? Was it like too old? Was it aged? But at the end of the day, if you have to taste Nepali beans, roasted Nepali beans, any suggestion that you want to give to the people?
Actually, I cannot say anything about this matter because I don't know much about Nepalese beans, to be frankly, because I just got 3 of the coffee beans itself.
I see.
So out of 3 coffee beans, 1 coffee bean was from Lomcha. I think it was 3 varieties, not a single origin. So 3 varieties. So Bourbon Katura and I think Bourbon Katura, I forgot.
Typica?
Yeah, Typica. So these were the 3, and it was harvested, I think, 1 year ago, I guess. 1 year ago, and it was still, and then after it was tied back, so it's not going to be messed up. So we tried to roast that coffee beans. It's not woody. I don't mean it's a woody. What I feel it's on the soury line. So soury has like the flavors of the raw meats or the this and that stuff. But
phenolic flavor.
Yeah. So there is a good side and a bad side. So I'm talking about the good side. So still it was okay, and we did the scoring with, and it was like 83, 84 grading, and we feel really happy to have found that coffee beans like within the grading of 83. So I posted in the Nepalese Barista community at that time, hey, I found we did the copying and we did some of the scoring, and so the scoring was like around like 83, and most of the people were like, wow, let us try. And actually it was not okay to brew the coffee, but it was good on the espresso side. So we didn't brew the coffee because we didn't feel unpleasant, like it was like something was missing on it. So we go for the espresso. When you pull out the espresso shot, it was really amazing. I feel like I'm drinking the espresso of Brazil. The flavor was really, really good, and I feel really proud. But the thing is, I think if more people give us sample, we are ready to pay for it. But even the sample, we'll pay. It doesn't matter. But if they can give us a good sample, most of the beans are like it's really messed up, and we try to it isn't going to be a good. So I just found three out of three. Yeah, Ramjung was really good for me.
All right, cool. That's good.
Yeah.
So, all right, Kevin. I think we should wrap up now. So
yeah,
it was a very good time. I'm really sorry about the internet connection, brother. I didn't know about these things. Would have thought about something else.
No, actually, I'm sorry because I know that the messenger calling was banned and the Skype, everything was banned. Even a WhatsApp call was banned, but I didn't know the messenger video call right now. I feel like place, because most of the time it doesn't work at all. So now it's working. It's really a place for me, and thank you very much for for this wonderful conversation. I really appreciate.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome, and I hope that in future we will sit together and we'll discuss a lot about the coffee.
Sure.
That's all.
No problem, brother. Thank you so much for sharing your story, brother. I'll take your leave then. I'll see you soon. And I think we got one question over here. I think we should talk about it. We have on Instagram, and a viewer asked, in which category Nepali coffee beans included? Arabica, Robusta, I think she meant Liberica.
I'm sorry?
So we got questions like, in which category Nepali coffee beans has been included? Arabica, Robusta, or Liberica? I think she meant Liberica over here. Would you like to answer that?
Actually, I don't know because I didn't visit the farm of Nepalese beans. As I mentioned, I just got the 3 of the coffee beans from Nepal, and I think that's the Arabica, I guess. Because and I don't know much about the Nepalese coffee beans because I didn't visit the farm.
Let me answer that for you then, Aida.
Okay.
Well, say Nepal ma prayasa grow गर्ने भनेको so we have got Arabica beans because Nepal only produces 513 metric tons of coffees, due to which is like not so much big coffees. त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ there are not a lot of people who are into Robusta, but yes, there are some coffee trees, some farmers who are into especially they go with the Arabica beans किनकि भर्खर उहाँहरुलाई चाहिँ knowledge training दिएको छ, knowledge थाहा भएको छ, so they know the differences between Arabica and Robusta. Liberica is definitely not found in Nepal and grow पनि गरिदैन क्यारे. Maximum numbers of people they grow with the Arabica beans चाहिँ. And recently there are few farms जुन चाहिँ अहिले भर्खर चाहिँ coffee farming start गरिएको छ. So there are a lot of हुन्छ नि ways to go, अझै लामो बाटो छ where people have to come up with lot of productionsहरुको बारेमा चाहिँ. So as of now, if I can answer your questions, Nepal only produces Arabica coffee. Robusta coffeeहरु चाहिँ मैले as of now, till now, I've not seen people producing it because I've tasted a lot of coffees from different places and visited farms as well. So नेपालमा त्यस्तो बिजी चाहिँ रोबस्टाहरु चाहिँ ग्रो गरेको छैन, but we do find robusta beansहरु किनकि मैले भेटेको छु, but that's not from Nepal, I'm quite sure. So नेपालमा प्रायः जसो ग्रो गर्ने भनेको चाहिँ Arabica beans नै ग्रो गर्ने कामहरु गर्छ. So I hope I answered your questions. Alright, Kevin, I'm just waiting for some other people if they have any questions, and if not, and then we should end up this chat. I think that's it. Any last word to the people, to Nepali Barista or anything?
Keep on following your dreams, right? So, सुरुमा चाहिँ Barista, it's going to get really hard, you guys, and even मैले पनि last day struggle गरेर चाहिँ अनि यहाँसम्म आइपुगेको. So it's not going to be easy. Sometimes hurdles are up, so just keep on your path and follow your dreams. You can obviously reach our goals. So Barista is not like easy things that most of the people, if you are much into the specialty, you need to learn a lot. You need to go through books, you need to go through the YouTubes, or you need to go through the lots of produce or what they are keep on saying for it. So try to listen that one. Don't waste your time in the free period or leisure period. Don't waste your time. So if you want to go in the higher top, if you want to get a good knowledge, so you just need to work out. You need to go for much deeper and try to learn. Keep on learning until you even for me, I feel like 1%. I don't know much about the coffee, and I still like go through the books and this and that stuff. And if I get some questions regarding that, I used to go for my mentor, and he used to help me a lot about these things. So yeah, the only thing is you need to have a passion. Don't think as it is your job. You just make a coffee, you serve the coffee. Don't ever think that one. So if you can, if you want to improve yourself, the only best thing is learn and keep on learning. Yeah, that's all.
There you go. That's a magical word from Kevien Poon.
Thank you very much.
All right, Kevin. Thank you so much, brother. It was very nice to
Thank you
talk to
very much.
you. I'll see you soon. I'll talk to you later. Aida.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving your time,
Thank you very much.
and stay safe, stay healthy.
Peace out.
All right, bye bye, man. I'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.